And now, time for weekly show with a passionate India lover, chairman of ITV Gold and Parikh Worldwide Media. Get ready for loving sharing from physician, philanthropist, publisher, and India advocate in this week.
Namaskar and welcome once again. And right now, we have the honor of welcoming Padma Shri recipient Dr. Sudhir Parikh to our weekly show, that is this week with Dr. Sudhir Parikh, right here on ITV Gold. Namaskar, Dr. Parikh.
Namaskar. Namaskar, everyone.
So, Dr. Parikh, let's start with our neighbor, Canada. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, he resigned as Prime Minister and party leader. So, it was expected, definitely. But my question to you is, why now? Why wasn't it done like a few months before? Why not later?
Well, now because usually I think they are due for a new election cycle. And usually in Canadian history, if you look at the Canadian history, most of the prime ministers, they survive only 10 years, two term. And this is the end of his second term. And now there is a new president in USA, and there is so many changes in Europe. So I think probably his party, because it's a parliamentary democracy like India. So whichever party wins, its leader becomes prime minister automatically. You don't have to choose. I mean, that's a given. So now they want some new blood and new ideas and new vision and new way of dealing with mainly the USA, because USA is a largest, biggest partner for Canada. And even Canadian people, even they wanted to be on 50. They will be very happy if US government make them 51st state. It means they merge into the USA.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So they will be very, very happy. So I think it's very predicted that he will resign the leadership before the election, their election cycle. And that's what happened. Nothing against him in a way, that way.
But, you know, with his resignation, how does it position his Liberal Party?
No, because there is always the leader there, and because in the democracy, there is always the Liberal Party. Their agenda remains the same, whatever their agenda is, and I think their agenda is mainly it's support the poor, support the less less privileged people, and those kind of thing, and it's very liberal thinking,
But do you think, like, with him resigning, the relationship with India, as is right now, it's very low. How is it going to be?
No, it will improve. I mean, any diplomatic relation never stay very cold. Because look at even China. I mean, US and China were kind of against each other for 50 years. And then all of a sudden, because of the US interest to open up, sell our goods to some market, they opened up the China and helped the China to come up and make a free economy. The same thing can happen, So even USA needs Canada because US's things, we sell a lot of things in Canada.
Right.
So I think that actually it's a good thing, and as you say, Canada and India relation will be good.
Okay.
Because it's all question of they have to sit down, and now change of government makes it easy to make it good.
So, let's move on to China. China is going through a health crisis right now with the virus that's going on, and I hear that every day in the news that now it's in India too. And I'm sure it's here too, going on. So my question to you first is, what kind of virus is it?
It's a respiratory virus.
Okay.
It's not like a COVID. It's not really transmitted through the like a COVID. It's not like it's not going to be like that. But right now it's the number of cases are only 10, 20, and mainly it's in children. And even in India, people are more health faculties are more aware of all these things because of the COVID. We are very alert now. When COVID came, nobody was
no
alert.
idea.
Yeah, so it's like another respiratory virus.
But do you think this can escalate to a pandemic again?
No. The pandemic comes only one in every 100 years. It doesn't come that fast,
Okay.
you know.
Okay. And you as a doctor, what precautions should everybody take?
Well, I mean, it's like any other common cold or respiratory infection. You have to wash your hands. You have to wash all the surfaces properly. You don't go in the crowd because there is always somebody who is suffering from the cold, and you can catch that cold. Here also the same thing happens. If you go in the party, I mean, people are coughing and sneezing and wheezing. There are always 5% of the people who are suffering from some kind of virus.
Right.
So you're going to catch it. So you have to avoid the certain things, and of course, as soon as you get the symptoms, you consult your healthcare provider.
Moving on to like Delhi Assembly elections, and things are heating up with BJP announcing its candidate and BJP's strategy of fighting like one constituency at a time, and they don't have a leadership face in Delhi. So tell me, is that the best strategy for them?
Well, I think so, because they don't have very powerful, overwhelming, overarching person who can be a leader. Just like Mr. Khurana used to be there, Harshvardhan was there. So now most of the leaders are there, but they are not overarching leader, and so that's why they are fighting this election, BJP, without any given CM face. And in a way, it's good, because in their experience, when Harshvardhan was put as a CM face, they lost. Then they put Kiran Bedi as a chief minister. She lost. She lost means the whole BJP lost.
Yeah.
So now I think this is a time where they have a good chance of winning the Delhi BJP. They should let every candidate win on their own merits, and then once they have majority, they should decide who will be chief minister, or they can even parachute the chief minister from outside. It can happen. And that person can run again in the by-election,
And, talking about Mr. Kejriwal and Aam Aadmi Party, and with this CAG, audit report being negative on Kejriwal, particularly a so-called like Aam Aadmi building and, living in a sheesh mahal, and all budgets and processes being busted. So will this report kind of dent on results for a Aam Aadmi Party?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because this mail is a chief minister's mention, it's not his personal mention. So suppose tomorrow if BJP chief minister comes, he's going to stay in that same mail. So I don't think that makes any difference. It's again political rhetoric,
All right. So let's go on to our business news, and I'm sure you must have heard that Honda and Nissan are announced to merger. They have a plan to merge, basically, and to be able to deal with like expansion of electric vehicles. So is this a good move, or what is it?
I think it's a good move, because Honda and Nissan both are very successful auto manufacturer in the world. And I think if you look around, the maximum car you will see in the world is Honda. Because it's most economical, most practical, and most affordable, and good build, engineering wise. So I think it's a great fit, and both are the very large company, and Honda is much larger than even Nissan. And I think by getting together, electrical vehicle production will be much more profitable. And as you know, right now there is a lull or there is a downturn of the electrical vehicles. So in order to even Tesla has a drop in the sale of the electrical vehicle in last quarter, and that's why that stock dropped. So electrical vehicle is not very popular as long as gasoline price remains below $3.
Right.
So I think it's a good idea because two giants get together and do something better.
But do you think that we are going to see these kind of mergers often now?
Yes, I mean that's a free economy. The merger is always welcome, and is not like isn't always the bigger fish will engulf the smaller fish.
Right. All right. So let's move on to our rapid fire round. And as always, I say just answer yes or no, and that's it. My first question is from Kuldeep from New Jersey. He wants to know Biden awards Medal of Freedom to controversial George Soros. Good or bad?
I think it's good in the point of view of the USA administration.
Okay. Amit from New York wants to know new congestion toll in New York City. Is it a smart move or an unfair move?
I think it's a smart move because eventually what they want that money to revitalize or rebuild the subway system, which is 100 years old and very antiquated.
Okay.
So I think it's a good move.
All right. Neeta from Chicago is saying best president so far in USA.
Well, I think best president is actually the Roosevelt, Franklin Roosevelt during the World War II. Because after World War II, they put whole thing together, master plan for Germany, even Israel born that time. So many good things happened. And so I think he was the best president. But recent presidents after, say, 70s, in last 50 years, then I think the best president or popular president was President Reagan.
Yes, okay. And she has another part to her question is like best prime minister so far in India.
Well, I think again, best prime minister is depending upon the timing of the thing. But I think as a most popular prime minister looks like Narendra Modi, current prime minister, because he has done he has taken advantage of all the technical development, research, and World Bank help to develop the infrastructure of the India. So I think Narendra Modi probably is, I would say, the most popular prime minister.
Okay, so let me twist this question a little bit, and that's from me to you. I want to know the smartest president in US so far.
Smartest in what way?
Intellectually smart and doing everything right for the people.
I think smartest was Jimmy Carter in that way.
Okay.
Because he was very honest, he did everything right, but somehow the timing was wrong. And that's why, and he never played any political game, kind of. And that's why I think, in my opinion, and that's why he's the first president. He only was president for 4 years only. And after that, 50 years, he served the humanity and community.
Okay.
So no president has done that. That's a lot. And he was very simple president. He was driving very simple car. He never live in the big palace or big homes. And always he gave all his money. He had got a lot of money because he was a big peanut farmer. But he put that money into the Carter Center.
Right.
And Carter Center helped all the needy people in South America, in Africa, in India, everywhere to build their homes and or renovate their homes. And so I think he's
Smartest.
Smartest, because I mean, which president can be remembered after 45 years of living the presidency and get that kind of respect? And of course, Nixon was very smart too, but he did one small mistake, which is not big mistake, but he was very smart president.
And so same like smartest prime minister of India.
Well, smart. I think probably that goes to the Narendra Modi, Prime Minister Modi, because in last 10 years he managed to do so many things for India, put the India into different stage in the world, and I think he had a good vision and good decision power and good advisors. So I think he is smartest Prime Minister.
Wonderful. My last question is from Seema from New Jersey. She wants to know Biden signs bill that raises Social Security payments for millions of Americans. Is this right to do this as you are going out and make the problem worse for new administration to secure Social Security?
I think so. Yes, because Social Security is everybody's money. I mean, your Social Security is your money. You put it in past from your payroll. I mean, paycheck. So they're giving back your money. So what is wrong in it?
Okay. All right. So before you give out this week's message, I want to remind our viewers that you can follow Dr. Sudhir Parikh on Facebook at Dr. Parikh, and you can also follow him on Twitter. The handle is SUDPARIKH. Please go ahead.
Dear friends, next week will be inauguration of our next President, Donald Trump. And so please try to be part of that historical event, because this is a president who was there for 4 years. Then he ran into some troublesome popularity, and then again he became a president with all the clear mandate. And I'm sure he will be very useful and very helpful to India and US-India relations, as well as the USA economy. And I'm sure he will, as he says, he will make immigration more legal, as well as will help our young kids from India to come here on H-1B visa. So let's hope so, and let's pray for and wish him good luck and good wishes. Thank you.